I just spent my grocery budget testing the most viral healthy recipes from the internet so you don't have to. From sushi made in an ice cube tray to chicken turned into chips, today we're finding out what's actually worth your time and groceries. Let's start with this viral ice cube tray sushi. This has been trending as a shortcut to homemade sushi without any rolling, which sounds amazing if it actually works. I started with warm rice and mixed in rice vinegar to season. Then I lined an ice cube tray with plastic wrap, and each pocket gets salmon, avocado, and about a teaspoon of Kewpie mayo. Then I packed the rice firmly on top, added a small piece of nori, and flipped the tray onto a plate. I don't know why I'm so scared. It does smell like sushi. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. It's a little messy, but that's okay. I kind of can't believe how well this came out. Obviously, it's not the best sushi out there, but honestly, this is so much easier than rolling out the rice. I just logged half a serving into my new map, and that roughly comes out to about 322 calories, which honestly makes sense. I mean, we've got rice, avocado, mayo. It is balanced, but it's definitely more calorie dense than it looks. But if you wanted to make this a little lighter while keeping the same concept, you could replace half the rice with cauliflower rice, swap the Kewpie mayo for Greek yogurt, or just use about half the amount of mayo. Next, we're trying these viral breakfast granola cups. They've been all over my feed as a healthy breakfast that looks cute and balanced, but sometimes healthy recipes are really just dessert with better marketing. I mixed mashed banana with oats, flaxseed, maple syrup, coconut oil, cinnamon, and salt. Then I pressed them into muffin liners to form little cups and baked them until golden. Then came the fun part, filling them with different toppings like yogurt, fruit, peanut butter, really whatever your heart desires. My first impression is that these do look pretty good. I logged 3 of these cups in my new map, and without any toppings, it still comes to roughly 327 calories. So it seems like this is relatively nutritious, but it can probably get a little tricky if you're not mindful about what you're using for your toppings. To lighten this up, you could swap the coconut oil for applesauce, use less maple syrup, prioritize low-fat Greek yogurt instead of regular vanilla-flavored yogurt or chocolate spread, or try powdered peanut butter instead of regular peanut butter. Let's move on to the viral carrot wraps, a recipe that turns grated carrots into a veggie-based wrap. I mixed grated carrots with an egg, shredded cheese, paprika, garlic powder, and a pinch of salt. I'm not sure if I added too much carrot, but I don't know how this is gonna come together, honestly. Then I divided the mixture in half and spread each portion into thin circles on parchment paper to form wrap shapes. They bake at 375 until lightly golden. I let them cool so that they could set. I probably could have made them a little bit thinner, but these are surprisingly sturdy. Once they cooled, I added fillings and gave it a try. I logged 1 wrap without the toppings, and that came to roughly 203 calories and 13 grams of protein. And if you wanted to lighten this up, you could use low-fat cheese instead of full-fat, reduce the amount of cheese, or use 1 whole egg and 1 egg white instead of 2 whole eggs. Next up are these viral rice paper croissants. They claim you can turn rice paper into a flaky bakery-style pastry. I'm not fully convinced, but they do look impressive online. I started by whisking together eggs, milk, sugar, vanilla, melted butter, cinnamon, and baking powder. Then I dipped each rice paper sheet into the mixture, stacked 3 together, cut them into large triangles, and rolled it from the wide end to form a croissant shape. I placed them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I have to be honest, I do not have faith in this recipe right now. Sprinkled a little sugar on top, and baked until golden and puffed. I definitely almost burnt the edges, but that's okay because this looks amazing. I can't believe I made this from rice paper. I wish you could smell it through the screen because it smells like French toast. And the fact that this actually worked is kind of blowing my mind right now. But let's log one into our new map and see what we're working with. So for 1 croissant, it's roughly 290 calories. That makes sense considering the eggs, butter, and sugar, but it's still much lighter than a traditional croissant and feels like a great treat. So I'd call that a win. If you wanted to make this a little lighter, you could use unsweetened almond milk instead of regular milk, reduce the added sugar, or brush it with an egg wash instead of the added butter. Next up, we're trying the viral chicken chips, also known as carnivore chips, which promise a high-protein, crunchy snack made almost entirely of chicken. This is literally all of the ingredients. So I'm equal parts concerned and curious. Ellie, quiet. I know, it's okay. They're barking at you. I mix shredded cooked chicken with eggs and taco seasoning until combined. So far, this is not the most appetizing, but I will reserve my judgment. Then I spread the mixture very thinly onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, covered it with another sheet of parchment, and pressed it flat. After removing the top layer, I sliced it into smaller pieces and baked at 350 until crisp. I don't want to speak too soon, but this might be our first fail.
Bruh.
It is intact, but it's not very crispy compared to the ones on the internet. This feels more like a chicken wrap than chicken chips. The edges are crispy, which makes me think that this is user error. I'm gonna assume that my sheet pan was too small, so if you guys give this a try, definitely make sure to use a bigger tray. That's so disappointing. I might have also used too much seasoning. No, actually, the seasoning's good. I was very hopeful that this would surprise me, so I'm kind of disappointed. They do taste really good, so I feel like if I tried this with a different sheet tray, I could maybe see these becoming a regular snack. I logged half of this into my new map, and it comes out to roughly 181 calories for 27 grams of protein. That's easily one of the most protein-dense recipes that we've made today, so that is a shame that it did not quite work out the way I wanted it to. But let's move on. And lastly, we have the viral crispy chickpeas. These have been floating around forever as a healthy, crunchy snack, high fiber, plant-based protein. Let's see if they actually deliver. I rinsed a can of chickpeas, but I'm gonna make sure that I dry them really well. That's the key to get them really crispy. I sprayed them lightly with cooking oil, tossed with Parmesan, paprika, cumin, and salt and pepper. Then I cooked them in the air fryer at 390 for about 15 minutes. I logged half a serving into my new map, and it comes out to about 280 calories for 15 grams of protein. That's a pretty strong snack option. The combination of fiber and protein really helps make it something more sustainable than chips or crackers. If you wanted to slightly reduce the calories, you could omit the Parmesan or use nutritional yeast instead of Parmesan cheese. Okay, final thoughts. Some of these were definite wins that I would keep in my regular rotation, but some I would only make again for fun, and some I simply would not make again. But that's really the point. Trying things, learning what you like, and figuring out what works best for you, because the goal isn't perfection. It's building habits that actually feel sustainable.